All right, we're going to turn now to Holly Maynard at RIT this morning with glass artist Nancy Gong. Hey, Holly.
Hey, good morning, Norma. Okay, we're talking about the new Innovation Center. Take a look. It's going to be one neat building. There's tons of windows here. This is going to be a central meeting point for a lot of students. They can come and they can meet with their professors, with some other students. Students from all of the schools can come here, and they can be inspired by technology and science and math. This building is scheduled to be finished in May, and if you come to this building, and when the students come to this building, they're going to see some of the work of Nancy Gong, a glass artist who we've done a number of broadcasts with. We've seen her artwork near Gleason Works at a bus shelter there, and the artwork that we're talking about today is, in a way, similar to that work that we previewed, or that we showed rather, on the broadcast a long time ago.
Very much so. The artistic processes are the same.
Yeah. Okay. So we're here at the Innovation Center. This half hour we're talking about start to finish. How do you even create something that looks like that in the end? Where does it start, Nancy?
It starts here with a little half-inch scale sketch so that I can get the composition down. And then from here, I'll take it into a CAD drawing,
Okay.
which is to the same scale. And from there, I'll blow it up to full-size panels. So I had pieces of paper that were 48 inches by 10 feet tall. 2 by 2, I would line them up and clean up the drawing.
All right, let's go up and take a closer look. That must have been difficult for you because you're working in your studio on 1 or 2 panels at a time, but in the end, there's 13 huge panels, more than 400 pounds each.
Well, even on site, when I started preparing the glass for the etching, the first stage, one of the early stages of the process, I would only work on 2 at a time. So I had to be very careful about registering the design, and because it flows from one panel to the next. And this went on for, I actually counted processes. In some areas, the surfaces of the glass have been gone over 12 times. Wow. The glazers said that they handled the glass 12 times.
Wow.
And it's just by coincidence that's the same amount of time. But that's how much handling goes into making something like this happen.
So we've mentioned you are almost done with this project. Still have a little bit of, you know, still need to take time to get some of this glass off.
I need some dry weather. I need some dry weather, and we need some heat in the building.
So let's just hope that that comes soon. On a day like today, there's not a lot of heat around.
Well, there's a lot of things that are going on in the building. They're finishing the concrete floor, they're painting, you know, all of those things generate moisture and humidity, and what I need is a dry environment. So it's taking a little bit longer, but I'll have to be patient and let it dry at its own rate.
You've worked here in Rochester for 30 years. Is this the largest project that you've done?
The largest in one single opening. And it's pretty exciting to see it all in one opening.
Coming up on CW16, we're also going to talk about how this is a green project. Nancy put a lot of thought into ways to use resources wisely for this one, Norma.
Right, yeah, that's really kind of neat. And she said it's a binary code at the top of her paper there, Holly. Do you know why it said binary code?
Norma wants to know why it said binary code. Oh,
the binary code is a quote by a scientist. And I had it was a very short quote. It says, you have to ask questions in order to find the answer. And I thought that was appropriate.
And there's some binary
science,
code up there too.
Art, and in life. And I had it translated by an astrophysicist here, Manuela Campanella here at RIT, who does a lot of close work with NASA.
There are so many references to science and high technology in this. So if you're a student who loves that, or even if you're not into that, it's a great work of art, and then there's a lot behind it too once you really take a look at it.
Yeah, don't gotta love science to appreciate that. That is cool stuff. Thanks, Hal. We'll see you guys coming up on CW16 Digital 13.2.
Coming up.